What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. As I said, I don't know if it was 2 days ago or the day before, Bitcoin can give us a lower low, and that doesn't mean OnyxCoin has to, right? And this is, it's not exactly what I was expecting, right? But this is good to see that we have not gone lower, right? Even Bitcoin getting a lower low does not mean that OnyxCoin's getting a lower low. What I will say to the negative effect is this is not typical behavior of a low for OnyxCoin, but hey, we'll take it, man. You wicked up, you came back down, it's not a good look, but hey, you've got higher lows. We've got higher lows overall here, right? Got a low there, higher low there, higher low right here. We have broken out of our uptrend, but not really. Technically, we're still in an uptrend, right, because we have higher lows, but we've broken out of this trend line here. Best time to buy, oftentimes actually just below that trend line, which we're at right now. If we're looking at this from an overall low to high perspective, the sanctity of the 786 has prevailed. It is still intact, and at this point in time, what we're looking for is a close on a daily time frame above the golden ratio. We want to get above 1.5 cents. Don't just get above there, but stay above there. What do I mean by stay above there? At least close a day above there. We want a day to close above there. If we do that, we validate this as a low. We validate the idea that we are moving higher. Once we get above the 236 at about 1.82 cents, let's just say 1.82, we'll round up, 1.82 cents, we close a day above there. We should be seeing prices that go above this high of 2 cents, and potentially with that be breaking out of this overall range that we've been bound to since April 11th, and that should promote some serious growth in a very short amount of time, my friends. We should have some good stuff coming our way, to say the least. Looking at this here, from a relative low to a high, found support at the golden ratio. Now we're finding support at the 0.5. Getting above this high is critical, man. And that getting above 2 cents will likely, again, just send us through the freaking roof. Not through the floor, through the roof. All the way up to 5 cents, 8 cents, and beyond. Inevitably, the targets that we're looking for are, anything from 26 cents at a minimum. Yes, we're at 1.4 cents now, and 26 cents is the minimum target here. All the way up at the 1.886 to 32 cents at the maximum, right? The only way that I could see us getting to lower prices is if Bitcoin far underperforms the expectations that we have for it. But remember, 26 cents, you guys, we did the math, right? We looked at the OnyxCoin chart. We did XCN to BTC real quick. Real quick. I won't do the math on it. I don't want to spend too much time on this. But if we're looking at this chart here, the next area that we're going to, right, we found resistance here at the base of this range because out of all of this downtrend, that was the only place that we consolidated. So it's no coincidence we found support right there at the base of that range. When we break out of this range, where are we going to? Are we going to stop here in Nowheresville? Here? No. Probably right here at the next area that's significant, which is this area of support here, this area of support here, somewhere in that range. Okay. Also, if you take this from a bull flag perspective, from a low to a high, that bull flag actually lines up perfectly with that level. It's literally perfect. Beyond that, we also have the 1.886-200 level from a high to low on this chart, also lines up with that level perfectly. It's not coincidental. It's a design. Okay, and this design is going to play out. Whenever you take this number over here, right, the number right there, 501872, which that's the price versus Bitcoin, not versus US dollars. Right now, OnyxCoin's worth 1.4 cents. This is what it'd be worth in Bitcoin when we move up to this area. If we multiply that by the perceived price of Bitcoin, which I believe Bitcoin will be at 180K by the end of this rally. OnyxCoin and Bitcoin probably top off at separate times. So let's assume that OnyxCoin tops off and Bitcoin's at least at, I think, 140K, right, or higher. We multiply that number times $140,000, we get 26 cents. Do it yourself if you don't believe me. 501872 times 140K, which I believe that by the time OnyxCoin tops off, by the time Bitcoin itself tops off, we're not going to be at 140K, right? It'll probably be a lot higher, but maybe whenever OnyxCoin tops off, Bitcoin's at 140K. I think Bitcoin's going to go to 180K or higher, but or 160K or higher, I should say, by the end of this move. Maybe sometime by the end of August, if not sometime in September. The only reason why I think Bitcoin now could top off in September is because we're looking like we're going to close out of the weekly overbought, which this is just such weird behavior, but whatever. We're talking about OnyxCoin, right? We're talking about OnyxCoin. I'm just saying the minimum target that I could possibly fathom is 26 cents, and it lines up with our 1886 here, lines up with the 1886 here, and the bull flag and the prior area of support here. It just makes a lot of sense that we'd go there. 32 cents at the maximum, okay? Something in that area. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there, talk about the short-term stuff. We'll wrap this video up, okay? 1 hour time frame, very neutral price, okay? You kind of have a failed M, don't you? That's nice. You've got the low, and you've got the lower low, but it didn't take you below this low over here. It's a failed M pattern, which is actually a bullish thing. 1 hour RSI looks to be in a bullish posturing, right? You had every reason to go lower, but you didn't. You're doing something different here, not getting in the oversold zone. Nice. Stochastics want to keep going. Oops, sorry. Let's redo that to the overbought zone. MACD looking like it wants to cross above the zero. We got good things going for us, you guys. Today could be a good day. If not today, then certainly going into tomorrow. 4 hour time frame here. Bullish divergence on the RSI, clear as day. Stochastics, same thing, and the MACD bullish divergence on all fronts, even on the oscillators as well. We're set, you guys. I think we are very much set to move up higher. And then, of course, we have the 1, 2, 3-legged correction, which this third leg is actually pretty damn weak, in all honesty. So, looking pretty good. Very Bart-like behavior up here. Shout out to Bartman Crypto. Bart, that's like definitely Bartman, like Batman, Bartman. That's like the Bartman chart pattern right there, and a half bearish Bart. You even have a smaller one. Look at that, right there. Little bearish Bart pattern. Interesting though, right? This was an M pattern as well, and it was a failed M, but then you failed the failed M and actually made it a complete M. I don't know. Anyways, bullish on the 4 hour, bullish enough on the 1 hour. Daily time frame is absolutely fierce here if we can move up. Okay, if you move up, you're going to be bouncing off the zero line on your MACD, which is bullish. The oscillators, these lines here will be bouncing off the zero line. The stochastics, yes, I know they're just below the zero line, but that's not. You're still bouncing off the zero line. Okay, that's kind of how the MACD works. It's not so rigid. Don't be so rigid. Okay, there's a lot of things in technical analysis that are rigid. There's a lot of things that aren't as well. MACD bouncing off the zero, not rigid. Okay, stochastics looking like they're postured to go up. They're pointing up, but we need these to get into the band until we're bullish on them. RSI looking like it's at a really good area to bounce. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We just need to start moving up. If we don't move up, if we chill here for too long, I could see us going lower, and we don't want that. So we really don't want that because we're kind of at a make it or break it point with OnyxCoin. I'm not worried about it. I know that sounds kind of dramatic, but I'm not worried about it. I have literally I wouldn't even say blind, let's say blinding. It's because it's like this, it's like a shiny thing. I don't feel blind. I feel like it's blinding how confident I am that we're going to move up from here. All right. It's my biggest bag for a reason, you guys. 1.4 cents right now, 22 hours, 47 minutes left in the day. We've got a lot of growth to go, not a lot of time left to do it. I think that by the end of August, if not sometime in September, we should see OnyxCoin all the way up at 26 to 32 cents. It really could be September just with the way that Bitcoin's moving, but this thing moves fast, man. When it wants to move, it moves fast. And we've had a lot of time to accumulate. This is undeniably an accumulation phase right here. We've had a lot of time to shake out weak hands, board people out, and accumulate, right? There's some big stuff going on, and the price is going to reflect that very, very soon. Just trust the process. Buy the dip. Hold if you don't have any more to buy. Or if you've got so much OnyxCoin that, now you want to venture off and other things, do that. Something that I find is helpful, and you'll probably regret it. Watch what's going to happen. I'm going to come back to this full circle of a thought. I know it's in pieces right now, but I'll connect the dots, okay? What's probably going to happen is once we get up here, you'll be like, damn it, I wish I bought more. Why didn't I buy more? But a good thing to do in boring times like this is, if OnyxCoin is your biggest bag, I mean, a good thing to do is to add more, but also allocate into other places, other things. Give yourself something to get excited about beyond just this, right? Because waiting and waiting and waiting kills momentum. You need to satiate that inner like reptile in you, that reptile brain that just like doesn't have the tenacity. I don't know, that's got that like animalistic side to it where it needs to attack something. I don't know how to phrase that properly, if you know what I mean, or if you don't know what I mean. Maybe some of you are okay being bored, and if you are, that's great, but you need to satiate that side of you And with that, sometimes investing in other projects, even if they go down or they go up, it kind of helps with that boredom. It gives you something else to pay attention to instead of this just sideways, boring price action day in and day out, right? Well, we're going to move up soon. I feel like I botched that last part, but that's okay. Hit the like button if I botched it. Subscribe if I didn't. And I will see you guys on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves and just wait. Just be patient. 26 cents. 32 cents. We're going to get up there. We're going to be like, why didn't I buy more? Why didn't I just sell everything that I had and put it in there? I don't know. I don't know why I don't do that. But it's not because it's not good risk management. That's why. Even though I think we're going to see some magic with this thing, it's not good risk management. Shout out to the people who are fully deployed in OnyxCoin. You guys are crazy. I'm not even that crazy, man. But there's days where I think about it. But just genuinely, you should have allocations in different things. Watch the thing that you're the most bullish on oftentimes disappoints. I don't think this thing's going to disappoint, but just, there's a lesson there. But I'm just rambling at this point. Take care. Bye-bye.